No, even I'm not a real technician.
Well, what are you then? Hello?
Uh, yeah, I was just waiting for your call.
You're a scammer, aren't you?
I could be.
Oh, that's not good. You don't feel bad about scamming people?
No,
Well, why don't you feel bad about it? You think Jesus would like the fact that you're scamming people?
I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, why don't you get a
No,
real job? Can't answer that question? Why don't you get a real job?
it's a real job. I'm doing a real job,
No, you're
but
not.
I'm a bad
You're
technician.
you're scamming people, and
But
that's
I'm a
not a
bad.
real job. Like, if I get a gun and I go to my local bank and I rob it, is that a real job? Or is that me being a criminal?
I do not have a gun.
Yeah, but you're a criminal. Just because you steal money with your words instead of a gun makes you no different than the guy that robs the bank.
No, there's
It's the same thing.
no, it's not the same thing.
What's the difference? Explain it to me.
We use gun, to protect ourselves, not to rob a bank.
Yeah, but I mean, you're robbing the old people of their money using your words and whatnot to say, oh, there's something wrong with your computer because you got this pop-up and you got a virus and you're going to have to pay us $300 to get it fixed. You're robbing people.
Well, I'm robbing only rich people, not poor people. Those are in Social Security. I don't rob them. I
Okay,
target only rich people.
how do you know that? How do you know that they're rich and that they can afford to be scammed out by you? That makes it better. Because back to my theory about the gun and robbing the bank can afford for it to be robbed. That doesn't mean that I should go rob the bank. Does it?
That's a bad, that's a bad comparison. That's
Why is it a bad
example?
It's the same thing. You're stealing money from innocent people. At least my way, I'm stealing from a corporation, not from people.
I think you're a bad DJ.
You think I'm a what?
I think you're not a good DJ.
Not a good what? If you're gonna speak clearly, boy.
Well, maybe you're on speakerphone.
I'm not on speakerphone. I didn't put you on speakerphone. I can hear you. You're right in my ears. I have earbuds in. I can hear you. So you don't feel bad about scamming people at all? You don't feel bad at all? Not in like the least bit.
Just I just take it this way. It's just getting some money from rich people. I think that's fine.
Okay, so by that logic then, right? So rich people would pay to have sex with my wife. Should I prostitute her out so that we can get paid? Would that be good business sense?
Do you want to sell your wife for money?
Well, I mean, you're selling your soul by stealing from people that can't afford to be robbed. You think that they can, but I don't know how you could determine that without actually sitting down and going through their finances.
Well, I read their mind while talking.
You read their mind? Am I rich? Tell me that. You really hang up on me? I mean, the phone's still live, so I don't think you hung up. Let's check on them right back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, hi.
I was speaking with, somebody on the phone.
Okay.
And we got cut off. Can you transfer the call to him?
Yeah. Give me 1 second, please hold.
What happened? I thought you hung up on me.
Well, I pushed the wrong button, and we got disconnected. I'm sorry.
So, you don't feel bad about taking money from people? I mean, do you think I'm rich?
I don't know.
Well, then how would you know if you could scam me or not? I mean, right? I mean, do you ask for W-2 forms before you scam people?
No.
Then how do you know?
It's just, I have my own instinct. I cannot explain it to you.
You don't have an instinct on me, apparently. I'm asking you right now if you think that you could scam me, and you said I don't know.
Well, I think you're a smart guy.
Okay. But am I rich? Can I afford to lose $300 today just to make you happy?
No. Well, we just, we did not discuss anything about, your, your personal informations. How can I tell you that you're rich or poor?
Okay, well,
Hmm.
let's discuss it right now. Let's discuss it.
No, no,
You
I'm not.
determine whether. Let's discuss right now, and you determine whether I'm rich or not. Ask away your questions, and I'll answer them as honestly as I can. And let's find out if I'm rich or not.
No, no, that's too, obvious. I'm not gonna do that.
Why is that too obvious? Where I'm out in my shed, and I'm just calling you from my shed, and I'm not rich. Maybe I'm into my mansion in my basement and calling you from there. How would you know?
Well, you're asking me an obvious question. So if I ask you something, you won't answer, honestly. So
Why
what's the
wouldn't
point?
I? I'm a good Christian. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not a scammer like you. I wouldn't scam you out of money. I would never tell you a lie.
But I want you to know that, I scam only, rich people. I do not scam, like all people,
Yeah,
those who cannot afford.
but you can't tell me how you can determine whether I'm rich or not. That's the problem with your logic here.
Well,
How would you know?
if you if you can, if you give me your email address, I can send you, one of our, my conversation with one of my customer. Then you can determine, uh, what I do.
If I give you my
I'm not,
email, okay, at gmail.com,
Mr.
at gmail.com.
Mhm. Okay. I'm not gonna send right away.
Okay.
I'll send you, I'll send you three conversation, okay? Three customer, okay? Three customer
Yeah.
conversation.
But I feel like you could do better with your life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you can do something other than scam people, right? Why don't you
It's
get a
just
real
my,
tech job?
it's just my, well, it's just my part-time job. I'm not doing this every day.
Well, maybe you should find like a different part-time job. How about flipping burgers at McDonald's?
No, no,
Do you
no,
know how to
no.
like?
I'm not selling
Do
burger.
you, do you know how to do website design? You could like make websites. Are you good with
Well, this
Photoshop?
is easier for,
Well, so that's what you're.
for me to earn.
Yeah, so that's what it's about. It's about the money. To you, you don't really care that you're hurting people, right?
But I'm hurting only rich people. I'm hurting only rich
So,
people.
so it's okay because they're rich to hurt them? I don't think that's exactly fair.
It's like, it's just like, the rich people helping the poor. Let's take it that way.
Yeah, but they should do it because they want to do it, not because you force them to do it or threaten them to do it. You know?
No, 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 I never force anybody to be, okay?
Well, the guy that I
I
talked
never
to
force.
yesterday when I called this number, he was very forceful and threatening and made me feel real bad when I called him.
Well, I'm not him.
I understand that, but you work for this company that's using scare tactics and pop-ups to talk to people and make them pay them money. Like your boss takes a cut of your paycheck, right? Or the money that you get from people.
Well, we have different, we share, profit in different ways. So I'm
Okay,
not
so
sure,
like
who you
if there was something,
spoke
if there
yesterday.
was, okay, that's fine. If there was something wrong with my computer, right? What would you guys charge me?
Mhm.
What would the fee be if there was something wrong with my computer?
Well, it has to be minimum, $200.
Okay, and if you charge me only
And
$200, how much of that $200 do
mhm.
you actually see?
Uh, uh, please repeat. Please repeat what you're saying.
Okay,
I'm not
so
getting what you're saying.
if you charge $200, right, your boss takes a percentage of it. Do you get $20? Do you get $100 and he takes $100? What percentage of the $200 do you actually see?
Well, so we have, like we have different deals. So every, every person has different deal with the boss. So
Okay,
I
but I was asking what your deal
I
with the
cannot
boss
tell you
is.
that.
I don't care about other people. I care about you right now. You're the person I'm speaking to.
Okay. So
So what
so you
is
can
your
ask me
percentage?
directly.
Yeah. So what is your
Mine
percentage off of
mine
a
is
$200?
it's 40%.
40%. So for every 100 you scam somebody out of, you get $40, is what you're saying.
Or like depending on the amount. Every amount I made, I'll get 40% out of it. He'll get 60%.
Okay. And then typically, how long do you think that you spend on the phone with a customer?
Well, it's hard to tell, if the customer is a little bit, smart, and if we can take the remote access in within, 5 or 10 minutes, then it lasts
Okay.
only like 25, 30 minutes. Sometimes it lasts more than 1 hour.
Okay. So if we went with 1 hour, um, that means you're making $40 an hour. And how many customers are you scamming a day? Do you think on average?
So like I work only, 2 days in a week.
Okay, but how many people do
I
you
do not work.
get on a day? Do you get like 3 or 4?
Depend. Yeah, on an average, like let's say 2, 3, or sometimes 4 or 5, depending on the number of call we receive.
Okay. Excuse me. So that's like $120 you get a day for scamming the people. What do you make at your normal job? You said this is only part-time.
While I'm studying.
What do you want to aspire to be?
I don't know. I'm still studying. So
Okay, but I mean, like, what are you trying to go for? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be the boss of your
I
scam
want
call
to.
center?
No, I don't want that.
Okay. What would you like then?
A teacher maybe. A teacher. I like teaching. So
Okay. So when your students ask you in the future what you did to get to this point in your life, are you going to be comfortable telling them that you were a scammer? Or would you want to teach them not to
no,
do
I'll
this
never.
and to do better things?
No, I'll never. I'll never speak about them. I'll never speak about this with my student, just in case if I become a teacher.
Okay. And what do you want to teach? Science, math, reading, English?
No, ball science.
Science? Is that what you said?
No, political science.
Okay. I still didn't understand you. I'm sorry.
I
So
said
how many years is it?
political,
Political science?
yes, yes, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. I didn't know that that was a thing. So how many years do you have to go to school for that?
So I'm not sure, like we have different education system. So I'm not sure, what's out there, but at least 5 years, a master degree, then you can become a.
Well, shouldn't you be at home studying then and not scamming people, trying to get your education?
No, this is a completely different thing that I'm doing.
Yeah. Does your mom and dad know that
It's
you
not
scam?
not a done.
Would they be proud of you if you told them that?
I don't know.
I think you do know. I mean, otherwise you would tell them. You would come home and you'd be like, Mom, I scammed this old lady out of $6,000 today. You never believe how stupid she was. I mean, if you were proud of it, you would be telling everybody, right?
Well, I take it in a different way.
Well, how do you think of it then? Apparently you're not doing it to
Be-
just get by because you said you
Where
have another job.
where are you calling from? Which state you're calling from?
Washington, D.C.?
So you're living in the greatest, nation on earth. That's what that's what
Uh,
that's what
I am.
that's where you're living. You have
Okay.
yes, you have better economy. You have better economy. So
Well,
it's
that's
just
not true.
we
We have a lot of homeless here in D.C. And I mean, as far as you know, all I have is a smartphone, and I'm calling you from my bench in the park. You know, I could be homeless, and you're trying to scam me out of money.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the on average. If you talk about the total populations on population wise.
Yeah, but we have our problems too. I mean, you know, we have a big drug problem here. People have their own struggles. Everybody has their own thing that they're dealing with, and not everybody's out scamming people.
That I know. That's why that's why I don't scam poor people. I target only rich.
Yeah, but you still haven't explained to me how you can determine whether somebody's rich or not.
Well, I'll send
I
you
mean,
I'll send you the conversation. You'll get it tomorrow.
okay,
I'm sending it tomorrow.
okay. I'll be waiting all day for it. Um, by talking to me, do you think I'm rich or do you think I'm a poor person?
No, let's not go into that.
Well, why?
I'll
Are you
send you the
afraid that you'll
email.
be
I'll
wrong?
send you. No, that's not honest.
Well, it would be honest. I told you I wouldn't lie to you. I just gave you my personal email address. Do you think I would give you my personal email address if I was gonna lie to you?
No, that's not how I judge people. You're asking me a straight question, and if you say it to me in that way, then how can I touch you?
Okay, so let's role play then. And I call in, the phone rings. I say, hey, I have this pop up on my computer. What's your next step here?
No, I'm not discussing about it. Let's talk,
Okay.
something else.
Okay. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Does your girlfriend know that you scam?
No,
No. So you won't even tell the woman that's supposed to know everything about you that you're scamming.
no, I don't.
You don't see a problem with that?
Well, I do not, I do not share my personal, personal, information with her.
Why not? She's supposed to be the woman that you love, and she's supposed to care about you no matter what. You don't think she would stay with you if she found out that you were a scammer?
No, we never discuss about that.
Well, I mean, but you should. I mean, you should talk to her. Like, where does she think that you're at right now? She think you're just at your other job?
Well, she must be thinking I'm at home.
Oh, so you don't live with her. Which probably answers my next
No, I
question.
don't.
Do you all have kids?
No.
So when you
I'm not
get
there
older
yet.
and you have a when you get older, you don't want your kids to scam? Because you seem to be good at it, you could teach them.
No. No.
No, so you don't want your kids to do it, but it's okay for you to do?
I'll do it for a while, and I'm gonna stop it. That's all I can
Okay.
say.
Okay, so it's 2020, right? It's the 8th of 2020, January. Let's put a day on when you're going to stop. February the 22nd?
No, I'll be doing this for the next 3 months.
3 months. So,
Yeah.
why
And
only
I'll be
3
working
months?
2 days. Well, I have my, I have my own plan. So.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see, this is the kind of stuff you should be discussing with your girlfriend. I'm trying to get to know you as a human being. So why only 3 months? Because, like, if you think easy money like this is easy and respectable, then why don't you just keep doing it?
No, because I have more important thing to do.
Well, what is that?
Well, I have an exam. I need to focus on my, book.
Well, so you're saying April 1st will be when you'll be stopped scamming? That'll be about 3 months.
Right.
April 1st. Got it. So I'm going to call back
So
this
let's say
call center in 3 months, and if you pick up, I'm going to be very upset and disappointed.
You can count on me.
I don't know that I can count on you. I really wish I could. Do you know much about how they get the pop-ups onto the people's computers?
A little bit.
I mean, I would love to know more about how that stuff works if you wanted to email me more information on that too, like who they pay and how that works, because I like to get my own pop-ups. not to scam people. I have my reasons that I would like to get them.
I know a little bit, but I'm not the one who generate those, those pop up. We have different, different team.
Oh. And how many people work at the call center? Is it just you and a friend, or is it like you and 20 people?
We're only, 12 today.
12 today, which implies that
Mm-hmm.
there's people that work there that aren't there today,
Well, we have
right?
24/7 shift.
24/7. Well, that's good to know that this number is up
Yes.
24/7.
I'm not
friends are
sure.
gonna-
We keep changing the number. So.
Oh, why do you guys change the number so much?
No, because we receive so many, like you, we receive many calls.
Oh, as they tell me, the pranksters, what they tell me. The pranksters.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they don't like it when the pranksters call.
Sorry?
Your friends or your coworkers, they don't like it when the pranksters call.
Some like it, some don't. Not everybody is the same.
They don't like being on YouTube.
I don't know.
You don't know. Would you like being on YouTube?
I don't know. I cannot. I'm okay with it.
So how'd you find this job? Did a friend or somebody recommend it to you? Did you go through an interview process?
No, it's very easy to get it.
I mean, some of the people that I talked to said that they had to go through like an interview process. They had to pay fees and whatnot. You didn't have to do any of that?
No, come on. It's a scam. How hard it could be.
Well, that's what I always thought, but these people say that sometimes that you all get lured in and you're told that it's a real job and you don't know that you're scamming. I kind of feel like everybody knows. So when you started there, did you know that? When you started there, did you know that it was a scam?
Of course.
Oh, so you're smarter than them. Got it. Do you guys have a script that you read right off of, or do you ad-lib? You might not know what ad-lib means.
I do not use script. If you know how to speak English, why do you need a script?
I don't know. Some of you guys really need a script, like word for word. You can't stop them. If you stop them, they're like, "Hold on, I have to go back." The IP address. They have to go back. They gotta read the script, which kind of throws it off too.
Some of us do.
So can I ask you an honest question and get an honest answer?
Go ahead.
Why are you talking to me? Like, it would seem like you would have more productive things to do.
Well, you called me and you wanted to know something about me. That's why I'm just talking to you.
Well, I didn't know if like your friends asked you to talk to me, so I would stop calling. I didn't know if that's why you were talking to me.
No, that's not what it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, because I would be calling them back now, but I'm talking to you, so I can't call them and harass them.
No, that's not my intention. You seems like a nice guy, that's why I'm talking to you.
I'm really not. Hold on a second. Alright, well, unfortunately I'm gonna have to go. It was really nice speaking to you, and I really do hope that you stop scamming sometime.
After 3 months, okay?
After 3 months. Well, you have this phone number, right?
Right.
The 424-226-6622. This is my cell phone number if you want to write it down.
What's the number? Is that the number I'm
424?
calling you back, or?
Yeah, this is my cell phone. If you ever want to call and talk, feel free to, or you can email me. So don't forget to send me that email with that information.
Sure.
Alright?
Right.
Have a good night.